I've been given the book of Wool and Fur. It tells the story of an affair I had in poems. You can pet your books in the dark because she really is that kind of a girl, but don't try to read it in the dark because that's what I'm here for. Listen, this is what happened. Falling. I was falling in my shoes. I was falling on the curb. I was falling in the time it took to wait for you. You crossed the street and called out to me, and I was falling in my name. I was falling down live oak roots on sidewalks. I was falling under wheels going by. I was falling through windows lit from inside. I tried to hold on to you so you wouldn't see me falling into your eyes. I fell down to touch your boots, to bow to you, to follow in your steps, to wonder where you'd go when you, well, I was falling fast as stars. I was falling into my voice as small as a mouse. I was falling into the blood storm in my ears. I fell into every word you said and kept to yourself. I couldn't tell where we were or if we belonged in the world. Falling down the diving bell we made in the lilies I held, and the picture you drew of the apple I said was in your mouth. Hunger. I'd been to her body the way a docile horse bends to tender grass. Her breasts are late summer fruit. Large purple figs drop down to the weight of sweetness, or overripe brown pears on the ground, swarmed by bees. I nestle under the softness of her belly. I lift her to my mouth with a tremor of hunger until I am soothed and breathe slowly. How I came to you. I came to you with a wide bowl in my belly to gather you like rainwater. I came to you with a broken cup in my throat. Your kiss said, hush. I came to you untouched, starched clean as linen. I came to you tangled in briars, bees stumbled in stooped flowers. Your voice startled birds in the tall grass of my empty eyes. Breasts. She thinks my breasts are apples from a goddess tree. My feet struck, rooted. I think my breasts are a pair of pink teacups, never tasted by babies or chipped by men. She thinks my breasts are round for the small size of her hands. I think she is making more places to touch the more she touches me. She thinks she won't cry out in hunger. I think I won't release milk against her sweet tooth. Wool. I know a woman who whispers at my thighs. She trains my ears to hear her heart's unborn cry so that I can ask her, why do you burn so bright? Haven't you brought all of our secrets to light? Unnatural acts are conjured from our desire. We need an accurate vocabulary, correct anatomical drawings. Our fingertips touch braille messages between blind twins. My soft spot pulse beats under the twitch of her eye. At the compacted cup of her sex, I taste oceans that do not believe in land. At her nipples, I taste the names of her children. At her navel, I trace coarse warmth of wool. Mouth, a poem for two voices.
A taste of salt, intricate sweat, the back of your neck wet.
You were an ocean.
I took you under.
I was your oar.
All I had was rowboat. It was exhausting every time I came back to you.
The tide pulled you out.
I rowed against it. I was lucky I didn't crash.
I kissed you, and you turned away. Your mouth resisted, closed tight.
I was a folded letter. You told my secret with your tongue. I couldn't admit it.
Stone. She was born quiet as stone. Her mother thought she was dead and turned away. She speaks secrets of water. If you touch her, she will pull you deeper by your hand, looking for bottom. If she tells you who she is, you will hear water falling. I think I can follow her and not get lost. I think Druids gather to worship her. Mouth, a poem for two voices. I hear hens murmur in the back of your throat a long way from where you came.
I put what I could not bring with me in your ear.
I do not know the name of the place you leave me when you leave me alone.
The tide covers our feet there. Seagulls fight over our prayers like bread carried on the wind.
No, that's not the place where you leave me. Dogs bark all night. I hear secrets stick in your tongue. I hear you lie.
It's not a secret or a lie. For years I have gathered silence in cut glass boxes, unlit until the day I met you. Look how bright my boxes are. The lid rattles with brightness.
She came to town with the circus, watering the elephants and feeding the tigers fresh meat. Sometimes she reads the love letters of the freaks to me. Her hands tremble as she undoes the ribbon, and the letter says, I miss your blue glass eye and the nimble twist of your stump. The rats won't sleep without you, and all I can think about is touching you again at the quiver in the root of your tail. Carnivore. You carry red seeds in your pocket that you broke from a dry stalk of ginger growing in someone else's yard. At your table, you draw seeds falling until you are sure ginger mouths have no word for bee, only fragrance. The small curve of your spine carries ringed music, a long history of bend and broken. What you say to me in response to my touch has soft fur. I do not ask if you are a carnivore. I offer offer you delicacies. You pick up the bottom of my heart in the round of your hand, shining but thin as a Christmas ornament. I do not tell you to be careful. Swarm. Can you see my heart from here? How it hangs a swarm of bees from the thin fingers of the fig tree that grows at your upstairs window and bends and trembles its leaves? Can you hear the thrumming urgency of what I ask of you? With my hind legs, I am knitting honey. My heart is a naked engine of bees. Answer me with throats of flowers. Notre Dame. From her window in Paris, I think she can see Notre Dame. The memories of its stones have learned to pray miracles. Her eyes are mandalas of light in the blind hotel window. Stained glass shadows soak the floors of her childhood. She keeps my name inside of her mouth. Her husband's kisses don't taste it. Her prayers don't make it go away. Her eyes cast blue tint across the street on stone wings and cracked halos. I think she might give my name to the miraculous if she whispers it against the glass. Thief. Soft plush of peach or moonlight spilled or animal gloss of fur slipping away under my hand. Your head bowed to the crook of my arm, kissing tender crease of skin. And it is all I can do not to steal you, keep you clutched. Gray water. I go down to gray water to find you. I turn spoon-shaped words to call you. Your father's white beard is clean as a lamb in the sun. I know nothing of what he said when you were young that made you fall like a sparrow. I only know gray water. It is in the steel taste of your tears. I open your grandmother's face to see you. There's music in the bells of her eyes. Her knitting needles whisper under her breath. Her voice is made of wool. The frost she warns bit off her brother's toes. I remember everything you told me about how to find you quiet as a tune inside of a music box. I call you back to me, using the song you hummed in my ear, your cheek pressed against mine, your throat iridescent inside with movement of language like how fishes swim. Hold on to me. Don't let me go. I am 1,000 shattered beads in your unsteady hands. If you lose me now, you won't know where to find me. And I don't know my way back. What follows me in my tracks has bitten my lips wanting this song. It has gone wild and answers only to gray water, breaking against concrete banks. Cold water, rainwater, mud in its mouth. I pull you as far as the river can go. Come back to me.